Guardians, what is going on? I hope you're having a great day, as am I, because we just got our first official details of ARC 3.0, and man, I cannot tell you how excited I am to tell you about it in this video, and going forward, what we can expect starting next week. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So right off the bat, what they're saying is ARC is really just go fast and hit stuff, said Destiny designer Sam Dunn when asked about the core fantasy that powered the ARC 3.0 revamp. We call it the whole W subclass. Everything is built around moving forward and enabling aggression and those abilities. Now that's one excellent thing right off the bat you learn about ARC 3.0. They knew, being the third subclass, they had to make this the best one. Essentially, in my mind, saving the best for last. Now, am I an ARC Saboteur? Maybe. I like ARC, I like Solar, I like Void. When Void 3.0 came out, I was blown away about how good it was. I thought nothing could top this with Solar. Then Solar 3.0 came out, and I think it was even better all around. But let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Next, going forward, what they're saying, and essentially you can read this on your own, and I'll put the link in the description below, but they're saying that they knew the original Destiny sandbox just couldn't compete with what they're trying to do with ARC 3.0, even Solar and Void. And those who have played it understand that at mastering aspects and fragments and how that works into a class that's built for you and you alone benefits you and you alone per person. So essentially, you know, they don't want you killing 1,000 enemies in one room that have to run through a hallway and lose all of your buffs and debuffs. I think that's really interesting take that the Destiny developers are doing there. And more so, they understand from criticism and feedback that we want more, and more. So you got to appreciate them coming hard and fast with that. Now going forward here, I'll let you read this on your own, but Mike Humboldt put it that after sprinting for a few seconds, your Guardian can basically go as fast as you can make it sprint, or as make the sprint animation go. This is very interesting to me because I feel like Void and Solar, once we got it, we knew what we had. We knew what they did with the aspects, how you could build different things. You know, Hunter had the blades that were unlimited. Titans had the hammer bonk. But the ARC, with what they're going for speed and how they're going about it, is very, very interesting to me. I cannot wait till next week to see how they've implemented this. I mean, more importantly, what great builds come out of this. Not just from me, but from other creators in the community. I mean, we, as Destiny 2 community content creators, I just feel are the best of any game, because what we do and what others have put out to make the content so good, it's just amazing to me. Alright, next guys, we're going to jump into the Hunter and the little bit of things they say about it. Big key takeaways here is that Arc Lightning is going to be huge, with not only as damage potential for the Hunter, but keeping you safe while you're using it. Makes me think of the Titan bonk ability with the banner, and how it kept you safe and essentially invincible. And I don't know if they'll go that far, of course. But the other thing I like out of this article, and again, feel free, please, to read on your own to get more detailed, is that the Arc staff is returning, baby. I'm so stoked about that. That was one of my favorite supers for the longest time. Now, I missed putting this in here, but they did reveal the 3 ARC aspects for the Hunter being Flow State, Tempest Strike, and Lethal Current. Flow State, defeating a jolted opponent, causes you to become amplified. When amplified, the Hunter's dodge will recharge faster and make you more resistant to damage, and you have quicker reload times. Sounds awesome. Tempest Strike allows the Hunter to perform a sliding melee that launches an arc wave along the ground, dealing significant damage and jolting enemies in its path. And Lethal Currents, after dodging, the Hunter's melee lunge range is increased, and their next melee attack jolts the target and creates a damaging lightning aftershock. When used with the Arc Staff Super after dodging, the Hunter's next Staff Light attack hits twice. In addition, hitting a jolted enemy with a melee attack will blind them. So definitely 3 awesome sounding aspects. I can't wait till next week to dive into that. Now, next up with the Warlock, this sounds so cool. It says they wanted the player to feel like they're channeling the power of the storm through their body. I mean, that just, it makes me think of like Thor or something of that nature. It's just going to sound amazing and probably even look better. The 2 supers that are going to be available for the Warlock is Chaos Reach, where players will be able to shoot concentrated beams of arc energy out of their hands to decimate opponents, and the Storm Trance, which is more akin to the image of Palatine floating around the world, firing electricity from their fingers. I mean, guys, this just sounds amazing. I'm not a Warlock main, but I can't wait to try this out. And going forward, to learn about the aspects that the Warlock is going to have, you got Arc Soul, Lightning Surge, and Electrostatic Mind. I mean, just the names sound amazing, but let's dive into them for a minute. So Arc Soul, the Warlock cast a rift to create an Arc Soul that will assist a player in battle. Allies who pass through this rift will also earn an Arc Soul. The rift charges faster when allies are near. While amplified, which is the new thing this season, any Arc Soul you have or gain is supercharged, increasing its rate of fire. I mean, that sounds like it's going to be a meta thing right there, especially when you're in-game with your team. You got to have that Arc Soul. You need your teammates rallied around you. It's going to sound amazing. Then Lightning Surge, the Warlock advocates their melee while sliding to transform into a ball of lightning and teleport forward. I mean, how cool does that sound? I mean, I don't know which one I'm going to use first. And then, of course, Electrostatic Mind, Arc ability kills and kills on Arc debuffed enemies create iconic traces. When you collect any iconic trace, you become amplified. I mean, it sounds like they're just giving us every opportunity to keep the Arc going constantly, which is just simply amazing. But lastly, I wanted to save my main for last, the Titan. Cannot wait to see what this Titan does. So essentially it says Titans haven't traditionally been known as paragons of mobility, but with Arc 3.0, the team is shaking things up. Now this is key because how we got the buffs to resilience and things like that last season. Could mobility be tied into all this Arc 3.0? Could that be a requirement that you need to have 100% mobility in order to become meta in a sense on a certain build? I mean, time will only tell, and we'll find out next week for sure. It also goes on to say that the desire to punch all things manifests in a couple of devastating supers. So cannot wait to read into that and to see what they do with Thunder Crash. Because as it says here, in the case of Thunder Crash and other abilities, uncoupling a subclass's abilities from the old subclass Diamond system that will result in some substantial buffs depending on how players use it. So how these builds go, what happens going forward, and how we manipulate the fragments and aspects is going to be key here. I cannot wait to get these builds going. But lastly, I'll leave you with the Arc subclass aspects that they talk about for Titan. You've got the Touch of Thunder, the Juggernaut, and the Knockout. I mean, the Touch of Thunder improves Arc grenades in the following ways, and it gives specifics: Flashbang, Pulse, Lightning, Storm, what they're going to do. I mean, how cool is that? Then you got Juggernaut. While sprinting and with full class ability energy, the Titan gains a frontal shield that blocks incoming damage. Definitely going to be key for in-game stuff and survivability, of course. When amplified, the shield is stronger. Once the shield is depleted by taking damage, the player's class energy is depleted. So you have your pro and your con of that one. And then Knockout. Melee triggers health regeneration and makes the Titan amplified. Critically wounding an enemy or breaking their shield increases melee range and damage for a brief period. Titan's base melee becomes Arc empowered while Knockout is active. So definitely a lot to think about and to read on. I encourage you to read your own just to see all the details that I may have missed on. And I want to know your opinion below. If you took the time to watch this whole video, please, if you like this kind of content, you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can always unsubscribe later. And let me know in the comments what you think or what you want from Arc 3.0. And if you're a Destiny 2 player and you're always looking for someone to join up on, me and my clan are always welcome to bring new people in, especially if you're nice, courteous to others, and you're ready to get down and try your best on anything. Guys, this has been Dad. I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, stay safe, stay strong, be yourself, and remember that you have greatness above anything inside of you. You just have to unlock it. Till next time, Guardians.